Hello! Welcome back to I Love. I am Podan. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Goosebumps? That's right. Specifically, the brand new action figures from Trick or Treat Studios. All 6 figures, because there's a buildable one in there too. Super duper cool. But Goosebumps has been an icon now, and it originally started with a book series back in 1992, and they made tons of books. I believe all the way until 97 they were publishing the original run. Pretty amazing. And of course, there was a long-lived TV show with TV specials that was also cool. During this time, there was tons of merchandise, board games, other figures. Oh yeah, got a couple of the originals right here. Pretty sure they're a basis of the new series that we have now. There's also been graphic novel adaptions, new iconic stories as graphic novels, and new adaptions that we now have too. The second one, Monster Blood, is on the way very soon in pre-order status. Oh yeah, but let's take a peek at our figures here. Yeah. Here they are. Yes. So we're going to be taking a look at all 6 figures. We're going to pop them open. Check out the packaging, look at the figures. They all come with a standee that shows the original book art. And of course, they each come with a piece to build the iconic Goosebumps mascot. That's right. Good old Curly. Yeah, the bonehead, of course. So, without further ado, let's get right into these figures. Here they are. Oh yeah. So we're going to check out each and every one of these. This is all 5 of them. We will check them out in detail, but before we actually look at these, I want to look at the figures that I think may have a little inspiration to these. And here they are. This is the original collectibles line. These are quite old, and I just happen to have a couple of them around. These came out in '96 when the Goosebumps craze was feverish. That is right. And this line was really cool, and you will notice that most of these figures that they did are part of the new line. That is, of course, Prince Khur-Ru, Mud Monster, Slappy, and Curly as the extra figure. And they, of course, included Stanley, the Scarecrow, and Beth with the haunted mask instead of the horror and Cuddles the hamster. So, it's pretty amazing that I happen to have the 2 that are not part of the new line, so it's almost like a full set. Here is the horror. Very cool. The packaging is similar, but these are much smaller than the new ones. They very much go with the original artwork, the numbering of the book information, name of the book, and these ones are just figurines. And they go very cool. So there's like a spooky light that shines at them, and they scream. And yes, they still work, of course. And here is the other one I have, which is, of course, Monster Blood 2, Cuddles the hamster. Check that out. Oh, yes. Same information on the back, because it's the same line. These ones were not posable, and there was only 6 of them. No special figures at all. And the TV show was on at this time, of course. Very cool that it even advertises that. And there's... Ooh, the scream is a little more defined in this one. Very neat. Awesome, and there's a little information on each one. You can check that out if you want to. Very neat. Why not read it? The horror. This amusement park monster is good at giving people the creeps. After all, it's his job. But visitors to Horrorland will be in for the scare of their lives when they discover the terrible truth. He's not just a special effect. This monster is for real. Very cool. And of course, Cuddles the hamster. His favorite food is monster blood, an oozing green liquid that helps him grow and grow and grow. Just a teaspoon of the slimy stuff transforms him from a cuddly little furball into a 10-foot terror with eyes as big as soccer balls. Stay on his good side, especially when he's hungry. Oh yeah, very cool. And I thought it'd be very neat to show these. As I said, I believe they may be partially inspiration to the new figures we just got. Because we all know 90s nostalgia is now running rampant. Oh yes. Now, let's get those figures up here. First one we have is based on number 5. This one is The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. And this figurine is Khur-Ru, Prince Khor-Ru the Mummy. You can see the figure, the standee with the original box art. This entire package looks like the box minus the art, with the figure taking its place. On the back here we can see the rest of the line with our special treat, our 6th figure, Curly. Very, very cool. And these just came out from Trick or Treat Studios. I believe I just saw that they came out with another batch because they sold out. So if you do want them, you can get them from their website or maybe Big Bad Toys. I did see that they also both offered the whole line in a single pack, so you don't have to worry about buying one at a time. Let's cut this beast open and check out the goodies, because I have got to see my Curly, and we all want to check it out. There we go. Don't want to keep clicking that. So these have the nice flappy tops. Let's use, what do I have here? Maybe this one. Yes, that way we don't wreck this, like I always usually do. I always usually wreck the packages, but let's preserve this time. How's about it? There we go. All right, so we got nice cardboard inserts. Here we are. There we go. Put that off to the side just a little. There we are. Nothing behind. Nice background image we have there. Very cool. That is actually, you can see here, it is part of the original art, just minus the figure. So that is actually kind of cool. That almost makes me wonder if they somehow got the original art and then edited it. Okay, here's our figure. Ooh, very nice. Almost rubbery feel. We will do turnarounds of all the figures and the standees at the end with a lineup shot too, because that's just awesome. And our part of Curly, we will set that to the side until we get all of them out. Let's put this away. There we go. I'm gonna leave this out so it's easier to put away when we're done. And here's the package. For now, we'll go like this. There. Alright. There we go. Okay. So here's our figure. They have minimal posability, as you can see here. Just one joint at the legs, one joint at the arms. I kind of figured that because they were going for a more like retro figure. And in the 90s, believe it or not, the figures did not have that much posability just yet. Oh no. And I can already tell that his legs are in a great stance to have him have a nice lean look. So he looks like he's kind of leaning like a corpse kind of guy. Like that, see? See that? That's awesome. And look at that detail. Fantastic detail on his rags, his wraps, I guess they would be called. And look at that. Those ghastly red eyes. Amazing. There we go. Does that help? Yes. Very, very cool. That's the figure. And each one comes with a standee. Very cool. Look at that. There's information and the original artwork from the book. And they hook onto here, so that way you can stand it up. Oh, and look at that. There's actually, you can already see it probably, a spot to attach the figure, so they can stand next to it. That is awesome. What a great idea. So here is the curse of the mummy's tomb. What will wake the dead? Goosebumps. And what does it say on the back here? It says, something dead has been here. Gabe just got lost in a pyramid. 1 minute, his crazy cousin Sari was right behind. Blah! Oh my lord. Sari was right ahead of him in the pyramid tunnel. The next minute, she'd disappeared. But Gabe isn't alone. Someone else is in the pyramid too. Someone. Or something. Gabe doesn't believe in the curse of the mummy's tomb, but that doesn't mean that the curse isn't real, does it? Ooh, yes. Very cool. Let's set this like this, so that way we can line them up as we look at the rest. See? Just like that. What a great way to display them. And I'm sure you could put it like I have it here, so they're next to it, or you could put it the other way, so they're standing in front of it. That is awesome. Very, very cool. There's the mummy. The mummy. We can put it way back like that. Let's set the box aside. Next, we have Book 7, Night of the Living Dummy. One of the most famous ones, I would have to say. Night of the Living Dummy has Slappy the Dummy, that evil little beast. Especially coming off of things like Chucky, demonic toys, and all kinds of evil tomfoolery with living little things. Here's the line again, but of course with the Night of the Living Dummy motif. The back of the box does say almost all of their names. For some reason they don't have, like, technically their names, you know? Carly Beth, Khur-Ru, Stanley, Mud Monster, obviously. But yeah, these two, they give them their names. Interesting. And of course, Curly. So, of course, we have the same cool book look, which is awesome. The information. Oh, yes. Let's pop out Slappy. Come on, you. Don't you be stupid. It's being stupid. And I keep clicking the thing. I keep clicking the thing. I don't want to do that, because then it gets all loud. Oh, wait. I gotta pop this. What am I doing? There we go. Forgetting steps, Podan. Don't you remember how to open a box? Come on. Alright. Come on, Slappy. There we go. There we are. Same type of packaging with that box back art, as you can see. Let's get him out. Ooh. Our next part of Curly. He already looks amazing, I can see. Ooh, here's our next stand piece. Just stick that down, I don't care. We can just slam that together. We know that they're all going to look alike, but the information will be different. Let's put Slappy down. Put this aside. Alright. So here we have Slappy the Dummy. Look at that evil looking guy. Again, great detail. Oh, I got a little schmaltzy or badness on there. That's okay. Not a big deal when it's on the back. They have great arm poses for sure. Man, he looks so awesome. Is that how he stands? Oh man, that's a great stance. He looks so creepy. It's fantastic. Here, let's get a look at the detail of his face. Look at that. Pretty good sculpt. Pretty nice paint job too. Not too bad. Even the little hands. Great detail and sculpt. Let's check out the standee. Night of the Living Dummy. He walks, he stalks. And of course the information. He's no dummy. Lindy names the ventriloquist dummy she finds Slappy. Slappy is kind of ugly, but he's a lot of fun. Lindy's having a great time learning to make Slappy move and talk, but Chris is jealous of all the attention her sister is getting. It's no fair. Why does Lindy always have all the luck? Chris decides to get a dummy of her own. She'll show Chris. Then weird things begin to happen. Nasty things. Evil things. No way a dummy can be causing all the trouble, or is there? Very cool. Stick that together, and let's stick Slappy on there. See, Slappy's in a good position. You could have him the opposite way, so that way he takes up less room on your shelf. See, he's perfect to stand like that. There. Have him like that. Look at that. Oh, we're getting the set going now. Okay, there's two. Now let's get the next one. Next is my most fondly remembered book, and it actually started by me reading the second and then reading the first, and, of course, the actual television special for both were also both awesome. Very, very cool and very much like the actual books. As you can see, we have the same book design with the haunted mask look, the blue, the orangish yellows. Oh yes. And this is the first figure that comes with an actual accessory. We get Carly Beth's sculpt from her mom on a stick, like her innocence, while she is corrupted by the evil mask. Very cool, and I always liked this story. It's a very, very neat one. And it has something that most people can relate to. She's bullied by a lot of people, most of the people she goes to school with, and she has to overcome that to free herself of the mask. Oh yes. Let's pop this open and check out Carly Beth in the mask. Alright. There we go. Put that there. Again, you can see we have the artwork from the book without her. Pop this off. I do like that this packaging, it all has these instead of putting on like like twisty ties and tape and things like that. I hate that stuff. Okay, there we go. We can just do that right away. Huzzah! Together you are. And it looks like we have a leg for our curly. Again, we'll check those all out at the end as our sixth figure. Put this aside. Alright, let's check it out. Here she is. Very, very cool. Look at how, dang, that is an awesome stance she's in. She's great. Probably supposed to be more like that. Yeah. Yep. Nice. She's even got her... Ooh. Yeah, she's got a nice, like, I'm creeping stance going on. This is great. She has, of course, the first accessory. Very, very cool. Look at that. That is incredible. I am very impressed. Like I said, this is cool because this is one of my favorites. My very favorites. That is awesome. Very, very cool. Look at the detail in her. The clothes are fantastic. The helmet is amazing. Helmet, mask. The mask. Look at those teeth. And of course the sculpt. Look at that. It would have been cool if they could have found a way to make it so the head comes off and you could switch it. Then it could have been kind of like two figures in one. Let's do it like that. It looks a little more creepy then. Yeah. Alright. Oh, that's right. We gotta look at the stand. The stand. Goosebumps the Haunted Mask. If looks could kill. Look at that. Almost perfect rendition. Face to face with a nightmare. How ugly is Carly Beth's Halloween mask? It's so ugly that it almost scared her little brother to death. So terrifying that even her friends are totally freaked out by it. It's the best Halloween mask ever. It's everything Carly Beth hoped it would be, and more. Maybe too much more. Because Halloween is almost over and Carly Beth is still wearing that special mask. Very cool. Let's pop her on the stand here. There we go. Look at that. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Okay. Let's put this in. Ooh. Next, You Can't Scare Me. And of course, it comes with the Mud Monster. I think the biggest figure in the line, but dang, does it look good. And there's, of course, the coloring. I didn't mention it actually before, but this would have been the Scholastic label on the original books. They got their little Halloween mask, Halloween pumpkin logo on the side. There's the back for this one. Very cool. I always liked this one's artwork. Very, very neat. Let's pop this one open. Check it out. I don't remember if I mentioned it already, but at the end, I'm going to do a little turnarounds of them all. Check them all out before we end it. Oh, yes. It's always cool to see them in their full glory, spinning in the light. There. Come on, Mud Monster. Ooh, he is heavy. Sheesh. He's a lot of plastic. How much is on here? Oh, nice. See, because there's actually creatures in the background and so in trees rather than just a coloring. That's really neat to see. There's a lot of cool detail in that. And of course the other mud monsters. There we go. Wow, that's awesome. He's huge. Another one of our parts. Put that aside. Go. Pop this away. Put this together for the heck of it. Why not? Here we go. Here's our figure. Look at him. How is he standing on the front of the box? Ooh, one arm up, one arm down. All right, that's cool. He's supposed to be like that. Yeah. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, he doesn't have posability in his bottom legs. He's solid. So he looks more like a solid mass of mud. Ooh, I love this guy. He is freaking awesome. And the slight rubbery feel to him is just amazing. God, that's friggin' awesome. They did a great job on these. And that's another thing I wanted to point out. The original line, if it is based on them, that was the only fault in it, I feel like. Even though they weren't posable, that doesn't matter. They were stylized, so they weren't the real artwork, whereas these are a capture of that original artwork. I think this one, really illustrates it because it's literally, you can recreate that picture right from the box. That's pretty awesome looking. Ooh, they just got his hand in the wrong pose. What the hell were you thinking, Trick or Treat? I was just talking about how accurate it is, and I'm lying. Alright, let's put him on. Oh, no, I keep forgetting every time. Alright, Goosebumps, You Can't Scare Me. They're coming for you. There he is. It's gonna be a scream. Courtney is a total show-off. She thinks she's so brave and she's always making Eddie and his friends look like wimps. But now, Eddie's decided he's had enough. He's gonna scare Courtney once and for all. And he's just come up with the perfect plan. He's going to lure Courtney down to Muddy Creek because Eddie knows Courtney believes in that silly rumor about the monsters. Mud monsters that live in the creek. Too bad Eddie doesn't believe the rumor because it just might be true. Ooh, very cool. Let's put the mud monster on there. Come on, you. There we go. Okay, they're not gonna all fit in the line there. I'm running out of room. Oops, didn't want to do that. Don't want to shut it all the way. Extra stress in the box we don't need. Alright, here's the Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. the final one before we get to look at our sweet Build-A-Figure. Let's slide these down just a tad so I can still keep putting them back here. There we go, that should be fine. All right. Same kind of a deal. This one's number 20. Scarecrow walks at midnight. Stanley the Scarecrow. Look at that. Sweet art. They should have given us a stick to hang him on. That would have been awesome. But that's okay. It does say he walks at midnight. We already know he hangs all day. There we go. Boom. I like these packages. They're a little bigger than you'd expect. That's alright. I put them on a bookshelf and they look really nice. Kind of like the books. Oh, there we go. See, there's another one. There's actually some detail in that artwork, so it's cool to see that without the figure in there. Here's Stanley. Ooh, I can already see he's got an awesome stance. His hands are pretty awesome looking. Dang. This is another really cool one, like the Mud Monster. Very, very cool. Pop that together. Ah, there we go. Those things are neat. I like that. It has that 90s slime look. Ooh, look at that. Oh, he's reading a Goosebumps book. Oh, okay, the head comes with the body. All right, I started being scared there. I was like, oh my God, they really give you the whole line and no head? What? They're like, yeah, that's what you buy. Special. All right, let's check out Stanley here. Ooh, he's got some funky leg movement here. Come on, you. There we go. Gotta be careful with that. Sometimes they get stuck. Ooh. Oh, geez, you can actually see his ankle is wood. Like a square piece. That is awesome that they put that extra effort in there. And they really got him in a really awesome stance. Man, he's really walking. That's awesome looking. Oh, yeah, you gotta have him like that. Hell yeah, look at that shit. Dude, his face is amazing. All that detail in there. Look at that guy. Look how cool that looks. 2-color eyes. That's amazing. There's a little bit of screwed up paint there because of the way it was stuck. But that's okay. That's alright. We can fault him now. At least that explains why it was stuck. So not as huge of a deal. Look at that. The extra detail where you can see his like sticks sticking out of his clothes. Man, that's awesome looking. Looks like he's supposed to stand more like that. Like he's leaning forwards. There we go. Wow. That is a really cool figure. Every single one of these figures is pretty amazing looking. That is for sure. Let's put Stanley on here. Well, hold on. Every time. Goosebumps. The Scarecrow walks at midnight. It's a field of screams. They're alive. Jody loves visiting her grandparents' farm. Okay, so it's not the most exciting place in the world. Still, Grandpa tells great stories, and Grandma's chocolate chip pancakes are the best. But this summer, the farm has really changed. The cornfields are... Whoa, what's that say? Sparse. The cornfields are sparse. Grandma and Grandpa seem worn out. And the single Scarecrow has been replaced by 12 evil-looking ones. Then one night, Jody sees something really odd. The Scarecrows seem to be moving, twitching on their stakes, coming alive. Very, very cool. This was one of the ones that had a TV episode for, so that's pretty cool. And I believe there's also a graphic novel that's sort of based on this one's story as well, so that's cool too. There we go. We got all five of the figures represented now. Oh yes, very, very cool. There they all are. Now let's get all these cool little parts and make that special 6th Khur-Ru the Bonehead, the mascot of the Goosebumps franchise. You'd usually see him in most of the advertisements and things like that. Very, very cool. And I do believe he was sort of featured in one of the books as well. So let's check him out. We're going to rip these open and build his little bony behind. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we got ourselves an arm. Put that aside. Tape. My God, so much tape. Calm down with the tape, people. Okay, this is cool. That's what I thought it was going to be. So this is book number 1. Welcome to Dead House. That is freaking awesome, and the detail is incredible. Wow, you can almost read the pages. Oh, the pages are special. It looks like scripture or something rather than the normal book text. Awesome. So that's one arm. Wait. Sheesh. How would that actually work? I guess. Yes, it goes like that. There we go. Alright, let's get a leg out. This is cool. I don't remember the last time I bought a bunch of buildy figures. Here's one of his legs. Nice. So he's perfectly scaled with the other guys. We would expect no less. Very nice. The only thing that I feel like is a downfall is I wish that they would have given you, if not a full stand like the other ones, at least just a little plate that he could stand on. I think that would have been really cool, and it would have made him fit the set a little bit more than just being a guy who stands next to them all. But that's all good. Maybe next time, maybe wave 2, we'll do something like this, and it'll be a little bit better. There we go. And the final one, of course, has 2 parts. You get the body. He's got his awesome little scarf with his Goosebumps logo and his famous pink mohawk and round sunglasses. That is awesome. Let's put him together. I want to put the head on first because that's going to be harder to do when the rest of him is there. So let's get that on there. There we go. The one hope is that he will actually be able to stand. Being a buildable figure, a lot of times these figures do not have strong joints, I want to say. So let's see. Get his legs together. Well, these feel alright. As long as his feet are flat, this guy should stand. But that is the real question. Are his feet somewhat straight? Probably not. Let's see how we're doing here. Can we get something going on so we can get this beast to stand with the rest of the crew? He really does want to fall over that way, doesn't he? How about now? Okay, let's start with that. Okay, yep, this one definitely goes here. That is right? Where's the box? Where's the box? Yes. So this is supposed to be like down, like he's kind of grabbing his hip. And this one's supposed to be up. Although this one's kind of confusing because I believe it's supposed to be over, looking like he's reading the book. So I might have to do some finagling of some heat to make it actually sit there correctly. Although, yeah, that's not too bad. It just kind of looks like he's looking it off to the side. So he's like, you know. Let's see, we could probably do that. It's not bad. It looks like he's just kind of looking over at you. Let's see here. Oh yeah, he's kind of a top-heavy guy, and they didn't think about how strong his legs should be, is the problem with him. But if you get a little stand for him, or you get him in just the right place, he should stand. Come on, you butthead, you're making me look bad. I think I'm going the wrong way with that leg. Nah, his feet aren't good enough. Oh well, we can just take a look at him. See, there we are. There's the 6th figure. Full color detail, awesomeness, slight posability like the other guys. Obviously not as strong as the other guys. But he is a very, very cool figure to add to the series. I can do some stuff to definitely make him stand on something. So he'll at least, you know, he'll sit there like he should. Like that. Abouts like that. Yeah. Well, there he is. Very, very cool. So we have the entire line of the Goosebumps figures now. That is awesome. Very cool. And maybe if you were trying to figure out if you want them or didn't know about them, you get to see them. Yeah. Now, let's get into some turnarounds before we end this thing. Yeah. Yeah, those are some really cool figures. I never thought that they would be figurines for the old 90s Goosebumps books. Maybe, in a million years. But it is neat to see these 90s things coming back. We got Street Sharks, He-Man, all these different things. These figures that it seems like these are based on is very cool to see. Basically, almost a retro redo or a remastering of an old figure line or an idea. Very, very cool. I would love to know in the comments down below. Is this something that interests you? Goosebumps figures? Did you read Goosebumps as a kid? Are you maybe too old? Was it not for you? I was the prime age for these things. I was born in 1985, so I actually grew up in the 90s, but due to my older brother and my father, I talk and love a lot of 80s things. But those are more of a heritage or a passed on love, whereas these are the things that I grew up with. Very, very cool. As always, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. What's happening?